Yes, I think Sadat X is an underrated MC. I think he's a very unique MC. Like, not a lot of people that can duplicate his voice, or even his rhyme style. Um, but I think he did influence a lot of people on below. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like my whole crew is underrated. Grand Poobah's underrated. The Dot X, me, like, yeah, we all kind of underrated, man. But that's all right. That's all right because over time people start to see certain things, and sometimes people weren't as popular or appreciated in their own time as they are later down the road. You heard? Um, and something tells me that's probably gonna happen with us, but it is what it is. Thank you, Mecca. I appreciate you. Wesley. Thank you, Wesley. Wesley ain't had nothing to say. He just hit us with the super chat. I appreciate you, Wesley. Um, so yeah, matter of fact, should I call should I call DJ Phase just to talk about this a little bit? Phase like to talk, boy. That boy like to talk. Hang on, I'm gonna hit him back real quick. And I'm gonna put him on. Let's see. Hang on. Here we go. Let's call him.
Hello.
Peace, DJ Phase.
Peace. What's good?
You're
What's up, Lord?
you're live on the Godcast right now. Uh, uh, we're talking about right now in this particular section. We're talking about the Puerto Rican photographer Joe Conzo. He successfully got microphone check removed from Amazon, and what I was saying was that yeah, that might be all well and good, but they can't get us removed because we ain't using no motherfucking pictures from this guy and nothing like that. We got the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding of the time. So we don't even need this motherfucker's pictures and all of that. And by the way, does his pictures come a little bit later in the hip hop chronology?
Yes. Yes, definitely. Those pictures are, basically after everything was started, after everything was already going, after it actually got commercialized in a sense. Because when the early pictures, we were kids, there's no such thing as us taking photography or having any cameras on us at the time because we were just creating the stuff. And so there was no way that somebody was going to bring their camera outside. If they had a camera, it would probably have been their parents' camera, and you just wasn't bringing stuff like that outside with you. So that's where it is. I do want to add on though with that what they were doing. Actually, what they were doing was Joe Conzo was doing and in that whole situation, he is not only trying to stop us from the truth coming out, but he wants to stop us from getting recognition on us being the creators, the masters of everything. And so they fear us getting together and saying we're not taking it, we're not gonna stand for somebody just coming and taking our creation. And so any way that they can, they're gonna try to stop it. But yes, you're 100% right. There's no way in the world they're gonna be able to stop us. We're gonna keep our foot on their neck at all times.
Maestro Fresh West, what's good, my brother? Thank you. I appreciate you, my brother. The Canadian King, Maestro Fresh West. I wonder, Maestro, if you were here right now, you're from Canada. I know you have maybe a Caribbean background. Does it upset you if I say that, Jamaican culture did not help create hip hop, I don't think you would be upset by that, Maestro. You know, a matter of fact, you're here. You know what I mean? You're here. You know what we're talking about, and you're here and you're donating. I know you're like, that's ridiculous, Lord. Like, you know what I mean? This is foundational Black American youth culture, and everybody had to get down with it. It just is what it fucking is, man. But real quick, FaZe, we had a great time this weekend, man. There was a lot of fucking legends out there. First of all, we had the, you know, what's it, a New Road Day, like a Now Rule Day? I don't know what it's, I guess it's like a New Rochelle Day now. The first one was last year, where we received a proclamation from the city. Hang on, let me show you this bitch right here on camera. Okay, proclamation from the city. Okay, now the Lord Jamar. We each got one of those, right? And then, so now they got the budget open, and we doing one every year. So this year we had our brother DXT, Grand Mixer DXT, bring the crazy stage out there and the crazy sound system and all of that. And he also invited many of the legends of the original legends of hip hop when hip hop was truly in its creational stage. Could you share with us, DJ FaZe, some of the people that you saw out there, some of the names of the people that you saw out there on Saturday?
Well,
in New Rochelle?
I just want to say, I want to share this, that I hadn't seen Smokey in over 50 years.
Well, now,
And
hang on. For people that don't know, because you're just running in and say you haven't seen Smokey. Who is Smokey?
Well, Smokey was actually after us, after Mario. Smokey came out in maybe 72, and started doing things. He told me straight up that he admired me as a little, he called me a little kid, and he called me by my name, my real name, and it just really it blew my mind that he would remember me from back then.
Now, was Smokey a DJ? Was Smokey a DJ?
Was Smokey, and he had the smoke.
Wait, hang on.
And,
you broke up. You broke up right there.
Like Smokey was it was Smokey in a Smokatron.
Right.
And he was original. He actually was before Hurt as well. And he was, you know, like he talked to me, and he told me a lot of stuff that you know, that he had remembered, and what he did, and stuff. And you know, of course I had to agree with everything he was saying, because it was really true. And so, you know, like I said, Smokey was one that he picked up the beats quick. He started, he loved what we were doing, and he picked up the beats quick. Another
now the Smokatrons, hold up, hang
there.
on. Can you hear me, FaZe?
Was out there, you know, but like I said, one of the things that my highlights of it was Booski. Booski was down with the Infinity, which was DST's crew,
yes,
back in the day. And Booski, I tell you, he was one. He looks exactly like us. You've seen him, Jamar. You've seen him, Lord. And he looks exactly
black.
Like us. He doesn't look Spanish in any way, shape, or form. And we, like I said before, I told everybody, we didn't know that he was just like Tex. We didn't know that he had Spanish background. We didn't know that. And so he came up to us. Remember, he was right there. And he came up to us and he said, listen, man. He said, listen, yo, FaZe. He said, you got to get the black spades, because the Latin kings are going to probably come after me behind that. He said, listen, Puerto Ricans did not create hip hop. He said in the beginning, Puerto Ricans were not even there in the creation of it. They were not even there.
He said there was like 3 or 4 tops.
Right, tops.
And he was one of them. But they didn't know he was Puerto Rican.
Right. And even that was after the creation. So that was that, the creation is in 71. So after the creation, you seen maybe 3, 4 tops. So if you have 1,000 people, 1,000, and you have 3 people there, you really can't even consider them being there, because you can't say Puerto Ricans were there. You can't, because those 3 do not even add up to anything.
What's the percentage? That's not even 1%. Like, what percentage is that?
No. I wouldn't
Mathematicians, please work that out for us. It's probably like 0.03% or some shit like that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Like,
so, so how can you say that you have that percentage? And so that's what really it boggles me. I did a thing yesterday, a session, and we asked the I call him Dr. Columbus now. I don't even give him that name. I give him Dr. Columbus now.
Colonizer, you talking about?
On it, huh? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Dr. Colonizer. The one who wish I would say his name and really acknowledge him, but motherfucker, you don't ring no bells.
Columbus.
Who? What? Who wants to debate me? What? Fuck out of here.
Exactly.
We don't believe you. You need more people. All right.
And so, we asked them what was, some of the things that they brought to the table. And so I was talking about beats because, I'm a break master. And so I was talking about beats. He comes in and says that because he didn't say nothing for a long time, and then he came up with Just Begun. So Just Begun came out in 1972, and it really didn't hit the street until 1973. Okay, so it came out in 72, it hit the street. And when I say the street, not even the street, like the waves, like people were able to buy it and purchase it like in 73. So even that, Jimmy Castor, he was not Spanish. Jimmy Castor has no Caribbean anything. What he did was Jimmy Castor wanted to incorporate a different vibe. He just wanted to, use a different vibe. So some of the instruments that were in the breakdown, he wanted to give just a different vibe. So that's it. That's the only part of it. And he might have paid a Spanish bongo player or something like that to come and play what he had already created. So Jimmy Castor is totally not Spanish. He's totally has nothing to do with that. And this is what he tries to play in. So even that record it was nothing, no count. So we're still waiting for him to say what they contribute. They can't say anything they contribute. They can't say they contribute to DJ. They can't say that they contribute to the creative of the MC. They can't say they contributed to the dancing, the fashion, or anything. And so we posed the question that, okay, let's say that you guys were there in the creation, because you weren't a part of the creation, but you were there with the creation. What from Puerto Rico did you bring as your part of your culture to the creation?
And the answer is zilch.
That we heard crickets, because that's exactly what it was.
If
you go back to the creation and you go back to Puerto Rico, they were all speaking Spanish. They all dressed a certain we asked them, okay, well, what's in your parents' suitcase of records? What's in your parents' collection of records? And they couldn't say nothing to us. Okay, so us, the creators, when we went to our parents' crates of records or whatever,
we had shit that you could use for hip hop in there. You know what I mean?
Everything.
Like, and that's where it comes from.
We had James Brown. We had everything.
Listen,
everything that you could name of this in hip hop as of today, we had. And so, you know, that we really just killed them. And, you know, they were really so upset at me and you, Lord, because,
I know,
you know, they couldn't come to the challenge. You know, they couldn't, there's nothing that they could have done to come to the challenge.
Listen, FaZe, hang on,
really
FaZe, listen, I'm going to do that 3 hours again. I'm telling you that now. Okay, we're about to cut this motherfucking short right here. This is just a section. I was talking about. We talk about a few different things today. I don't want to make the whole show about this. You know what I mean? I just wanted to bring you in on this section right here, just to, you know what I mean, give you a little ad lib. So any bit. We also saw Melly Mel out there, which was dope, right?
Right.
Yeah, there was a lot of legends out there. And they were all basically saying the same thing. Yes. You there, bro?
Yeah, definitely.
They were all saying the same thing. They were all in agreement with what we're saying. Yes. And that, no offense to nobody. But it is what it is. Shout out to my man D-Don I seen out there, my Puerto Rican man from Allerton Avenue, was out there with his sister. You know, who has no qualms with this whole conversation. He knows what it is. He knows Lord Jamar got love for the, you know, Puerto Rican community and all this type of shit. And this is not about hatred towards anyone else. This is just about telling the truth. So that being said, okay, little Mr. Conzo, you know, you got your little shit off on Tariq, but you know, you can't take the memories out of these people's minds. You understand what I'm saying? And you can't stop them from sharing it with someone like me who's in the algorithm. So you just have to deal with that fucking shit and try again, motherfucker. You might have won that little battle, but you ain't gonna win the war. On that note, bro, shit, I hit you up later or something, man.
That's what it is, yo. Peace. No
doubt. Peace. DJ FaZe, ladies and gentlemen. My brother Terrell McMiller. What's good, my bro? He said, what's good, LJ? Damn, bro. On the real, Brand Nubian really do need a real life movie done from the beginning, building. For real, for real. You know, that could be something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that when people first get into this, like I was just thinking about this earlier today. I saw Ghost yesterday, and I was just thinking about, you know, if I was to interview him, would I be like, how does it feel to have a whole biopic series on you? You know what I mean? How did you feel about the guy that played your character and all? You know, how flattering is it to even have that? Like, you know, it's got to be a great feeling, and it's got to be something that is definitely something that helps cement you in history, you know? So yeah, I could see it. I think it'd be a dope flick because you're dealing with, you know, different personalities, different people, and you know what I mean? And just how shit came together and then what we ended up doing. And yeah, I can see that. Thank you, Terrell. We put it in the atmosphere, we put it in the universe and see what happens. Eternal love, thank you. He said Conzo is a complete nerd for that. Yeah, he's a fucking nerd, man. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. Those are my pictures. Those are my pictures. Like, just like my man FaZe said, like, how many of y'all was outside with a camera taking pictures of you having fun. Like you're outside trying to play baseball and football and, you know, run, catch, and kiss and all this type of shit. And because that's what hip hop was, it was like kids having fun. You think these motherfuckers had cameras? It's just fucking stupid. Just like we said, they wasn't making no flyers to go outside and have fun either. A flyer? That's when you're indoors and you're charging people money and all this type of shit. You didn't need no flyer back then. You fucking, you hear the music for blocks and motherfuckers is coming. What it was. Flyers and cameras and act like, well, where's your pictures? And shut the fuck up. Need no fucking pictures. These was children. They didn't have no fucking cameras. But they're telling you what the fuck happened. Okay? They're telling you what went on, and all of them say the same thing. This was some black people shit. And these motherfuckers was infatuated by what we was doing. And the ones that fucked with us, the small amount that fucked with us, because it wasn't like everybody, blacks and Puerto Ricans were just hugging side by side this whole time. No, it's not true. Only certain ones. They were a minority amongst their people. They were the rebels amongst their people, the ones that fucked with hip hop. They was rebels. So cut the fucking bullshit. And what did I see? Oh, they got this clip of me out there where I was on Math Hoffa's show. And I said something to the effect that hip hop was created by alpha male blacks. And I said, and Puerto Ricans in this fucking clip. Now, when I said and Puerto Ricans, I know what I meant in my mind. And believe me, I was being gracious in that moment to not get into the specifics. I was being gracious and just including y'all because I knew that, yes, you were among the first. And at that point, that conversation wasn't even a conversation. It wasn't even a thought that maybe certain people would be out here trying to steal and lie. And had I known that, you know, certain people had ulterior motives like that, I would have been much more astute with my language. So yeah, motherfuckers, you think you got me on tape saying something contrary to what I'm saying now. And I'm sitting here saying, yeah, I did say that, but I was being gracious to you. I wasn't being totally accurate. The same way KRS said the South Bronx, the South Bronx, it didn't start in the South Bronx, did it? To be historically accurate. So to be historically accurate, I need to correct my statement in that Math Hoffa clip. So nice try again, motherfuckers, of trying to use me. Matter of fact, but see, I'm not a bitch ass nigga. You know, because I could be like, you know what? They're using my likeness in this post. Maybe I should try to get that taken down. Nah, fuck it. You could use it. Go ahead. But it's still, you still ain't doing shit. You still ain't proving no fucking points. They're like, oh, listen closely, FBA. Listen to what he says. Y'all so fucking stupid. And I don't mean y'all as a whole of a people. I mean, y'all dumb motherfuckers on that particular page who keeps putting this shit out there and just don't know how to fucking face defeat gracefully. Because whether you like it or not, nobody answered the challenge. Nobody of worth answered the challenge. How about that? Because you got people trying to insert themselves in order to try to gain some sort of fame, you know, and I'm just not going to let them do it. You're not going to get famous off of me. Oh, no, buddy. Oh, no. You're going to have to find another way to get famous, sir. Not off of me. So anyway, I just wanted to say that. And let's move on.